Hi, my name is Chelsea, and welcome to Collective Self, an intentional community where you are always welcome. I'm so happy to see you today. Today I wanted to talk to you about how we can use sort of being in like a slump, in an emotional slump, to our benefit when it comes to manifesting. We all have times where we are feeling not our best. We might be feeling discouraged. We might be feeling like our reality is not shifting as fast as we would like. And I really just wanted to try to show you how to hunker down during those times, how to persist in your knowing that your reality is going to conform to your belief, to who you are, and who you're assuming yourself to be, as long as you continue to persist and affirm. So before we do that, I wanted to give you the affirmation of the day. Your affirmation of the day is this: all of my experiences continuously remind me of who I am. All experiences continuously remind me of who I am. So take what resonates and leave the rest. So today I woke up and I wasn't feeling negative or bad. I was just feeling a bit neutral. Just a feeling a bit like, okay, it is what it is. You know, I'm looking around, I'm seeing things. I'm not feeling particularly happy about anything. But I'm used to being in a state where I'm always joyful. I'm usually very happy, very excited, very grateful. Even though I am working currently on developing a more consistent gratitude practice, I do notice that I do at least once a day spend time in prayer with my husband, just saying thank you. And then throughout the day, if something good happens or if I'm just like enjoying life, I'll just say thank you out loud and just enjoy that. But I do want to be even more intentional, because I realize that because I don't have an intentional gratitude practice, that sometimes I will fall into the pattern of being like, oh, I'm not really seeing the things coming in as quickly. Like, I manifest every single day. And I know I manifest every single day, just as you manifest every single day. But sometimes I feel like we won't even see the goodness of our manifestations that have already manifested unless they're consistently like gift wrapped and handed to us consistently. So just being able to see those things that I wanted and I just received with no resistance, with no complaint, with no effort, right? Seeing those things and just being really grateful for them, right? Because it's easy to be good for the big manifestation. It's easy to be happy for the big thing, you know, the big, or nothing's really big, right? In terms of importance, because we are the power. Like, our reality is us projected out. So all of the things that you see around you are you, right? You are the source. And so nothing can be larger than you, right? But we create this importance or this sense of separateness between us and our reality. And when we are manifesting, we are also sort of putting this, or a lot of manifestations teachers, the way that they speak implies that our reality is separate from us and that we're living in our reality. And then our reality is this thing that is like sort of surrounding us. But in reality, we are reality. I'm reality, right? And everything around me is projecting my state, right? So I want to be sure that I am grateful for every single thing in my life already, because everything in my life is already showing fulfillment at its highest level. So that's the first thing. It's really getting into a gratitude state, consistently practicing gratitude. And I kind of went off on a tangent, but not really, because the point of this video is to be able to align with your highest self, even when you are feeling like maybe nothing is working out for you, or like maybe it's taking too long, or things are too hard right now, or things are just not conforming and you want to give up. Never give up your desire. You can shift your focus to something else that makes you feel better, and that will bring your desire, but do not give up on your desire, because your desire is there for a reason. If it is something that you really, truly want, you will receive it, period, point blank. I'm not sitting here with my husband, who I manifested 3 years ago, right? He's not my husband yet. But you see this ring? That's a promise ring, okay? So we getting married. I don't give up. But I'm sitting here, right, with this man that I manifested. I was manifesting him for years, maybe a year, right? Intentionally manifesting for a year. But yeah, I persisted. Every time I went on a bad date, you know what I did? I didn't say, oh man, this just proves that I'm not going to get what I want. This just proves that the man I want isn't out there. This just proves that, oh, I want something that I don't deserve or I can't achieve or I'm not worthy of. No. No. Absolutely not. Use every single thing that happens to you as a learning point, a jump off point. I said, oh, this date didn't work out. Okay, that means I have something even better for me. This date with this relationship, this few dates I went on with this person didn't work out, and I really liked them and I thought they were great, but then I stopped thinking they were great. Imagine the next person that comes along. I'm gonna think they're so great. I'm gonna think they're so amazing. I'm not even gonna worry about it. Like, if I exist, the person that I want exists. If I exist, my divine counterpart exists. And your divine counterpart is nobody who is separate from you. That's why you can manifest them. Your divine counterpart is no separate from you. That is why you can manifest them. Nothing in this reality is separate from you, which is why you can't manifest it. Period. Right? So when you're getting in these states of like, oh, it's not coming fast enough. No. What I want you to do is reframe what it means when you're seeing a reality not conforming, right? I didn't say that because I went on a bad date or because I didn't think things were going to work out with this one person, or anything like that, that it was going to hinder me from finding the man who I'm going to marry. Not at all. In fact, it made me even more sure that I was going to manifest him because I was weeding through. I was learning about myself. I was learning more about my preferences. And since I was learning about my preferences, I was able to address what I want and what I don't want. Taking out whatever I don't want and leaving the rest. Focusing on the qualities that I do want. I love that consistency that you gave me. I want more of that. I love that you paid attention to me. I want more of that. I like that you complimented me. I want more of that. I like that you're a big brother who's active in your little, your little brother or sister's life. I want that. I took all those things. And every single time I went out with somebody, I took note of what I liked. And if I didn't like something, I saw, okay, that's not really for me. But it wasn't an issue. It wasn't a hindrance. It wasn't a concern. And it wasn't an offense necessarily, right? Because I know who I am. So if I know who I am, that means that I can move on with no regret, guilt, or shame. Because I know that I deserve more. Or not even more, right? We are not in alignment. So when something doesn't align with you, you see it, okay? You said, okay, I experienced this for what it was, right? Always jump into every single experience with both feet because every experience is here to fulfill you, right? So I didn't jump in and say, I'm going to half-ass this date. I don't know if he's the one, so I'm not going to pay attention to him. I'm not going to show interest. I'm not going to ask questions. No. Every single time I went out, I made sure I was looking my absolute best. Every single time I went out, I made sure I was giving the best first date I possibly could. Every single time I went out, I made sure I smelled good, I looked good, I knew exactly what I wanted to talk about. I was prepared to meet my husband. I wasn't moving from a place of, I don't know if this guy is going to be my husband, so therefore I'm not going to show up as wifey. I'm always wifey. I've been wifey since day one. That's why I'm married now, period. Right? So you know who you are. Know who you are. Know who you are. Know that if you're experiencing something that you don't want, this is literally just showing you that you are rising to the frequency and aligning with the thing that you do want. If you're looking around your reality and you're like, oh shit, this shit don't align with me necessarily anymore, right? You're noticing that you're kind of hungering and craving for something different, right? You know what it is, whatever you desire, whatever you've been trying to manifest. Take you being a little bit neutral, a little bit bored, a little bit like, about this, to know that you know who you are, right? Don't dwell in, oh, I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this. Don't dwell in that. Do not dwell on that. Do not focus on that. Focus on the fact that you don't like this thing means that you know who you are. That means that you know your greatness. That means that you know your worth and that you will receive your worth. Do not let physical conditions that you do not like mean that you are going to stay in that condition. Let physical conditions that you do not like mean that you are aligning with better and better and better and better conditions for yourself. You are aligning with a reality that is going to offer you more fulfillment. You are aligning with the reality that's going to offer you more joy, more gratitude. Okay? Stick to that. Okay, what do you have right now, right? So stick to that, right? And then try to incorporate your gratitude as well. I know who I am. Thank you for showing me who I am. Thank you for showing me that thank you for showing me that even though my freaking background just fell down, that I am still in alignment with who I am. I have 1 million subscribers. Okay, I give myself the grace to not be perfect in a video just to prove a point because I know who I am. Let me fix this now because it looks cute. So one sec. Okay. Anyway, I don't know who she is, but my point remains, and my point is this. Everything is neutral. What we decide is what gives us our power. You can have an emotion without having that mean you're forming a belief. And if you're having an emotion, you need to choose what you believe that emotion means. Oh my God, I actually wrote this down. One second. So our reality, right? There's your thoughts, there's your beliefs, and your emotions. Ideally, you want to be aware of all three, right? Ideally. But if you are struggling with managing your emotions, right? Then really what you need to be managing is the beliefs behind the emotions, right? Our emotions give us clues into our world. And we form our beliefs around so we have an emotion, then we have a thought, then the thought, if we believe the thought, that becomes a belief. We say, oh, that thought is true. Now I believe it, right? You have an emotion, you have an experience, you have the emotion. After you have the emotion, you have a thought. Or you have the experience, you have the thought, then you have the emotion. If you believe the emotion or if you believe the thought, that becomes your belief. Now those thoughts and those feelings become coupled. So now you have the thought and you have the feeling. You have the thought first, then you have the feeling, then you have the belief presenting itself in its in your reality, or you have the thought, the feeling first, right? Because your body is used to having the feeling. Then you have the thought, then you have the belief, and it comes into your reality. So, and either way that you slice it, the beliefs is really what is bringing your manifestations into your reality. And I was saying this because I was saying this because I wanted to tell you that even if you are having an emotion that you deem as bad or like not good, like negative, low vibrational, like sadness or pain, you can still couple that emotion with a positive belief. So even if you're having that negative emotion, that positive belief is going to bring what you want into your 3D, right? So let me say that I'm in pain, right? Let's say that I'm in pain. Let's say I just had a painful experience. How I would move through this is the following. Let's say that I met somebody who told me that my channel is never going to be big because nobody believes in that stuff and manifestation is phony and X, Y, and Z. Now, I could, and that hurt my feelings. It didn't hurt my feelings because I know who I am, right? But let's say it hurt my feelings because I'm tired, more tired than normal or whatever the case is, right? What I'm going to do, instead of ruminating on what they said, I'm going to literally just ruminate on how I feel. And not how I feel from a place of thought of identification of like, oh, I'm gonna get to the bottom of how I feel because then no. I'm gonna literally feel that I don't even know how to put it. It's like an energy ball. All of our feelings are balls of energy, literally, right? So I'm gonna take that energy ball, that pain, that like insecurity, whatever that feeling would be. I'm gonna breathe into it. Literally breathe into it. And then it'll dissipate, right? Just breathe into that pain. Feel how it feels. Know that any pain that you experience is not forever, especially if it is emotional pain. It is not forever, and you have the power right when it happens to dissolve it, to not allow it to go any further, to not allow it to gain any momentum, to snowball, anything like that. And then I can say, oh, you know what? Okay, so I had that feeling and I had that experience and I dissipated that feeling and now I had that experience, and I can either say that experience happened and that's neutral and I'm moved on now because I have no feelings about the situation and I don't really care because I have 1 million subscribers, period. Or I could say, you know what? I'm so happy. I'm grateful that experience happened. You know why? Because not only did I get to experience practicing dissolving negative emotions, but I was reminded of who I was in that situation. I'm reminded that no, actually manifestation works. And my reality is me pushed out. So maybe I do have a thought in my head that says, oh, manifestation doesn't work. Maybe there is an awareness there's an awareness of doubt, right? In my mind, in my reality, in my belief system, right? And that was a chance for me to address that doubt head on, face to face with somebody who we think is outside of us and say, you know what? I hear your doubt. I acknowledge your doubt, and that's not my truth. I know who I am. Simple as that, right? You're looking at your reality right now. Okay, I see you. I hear you. It might even introduce some doubt. This is a chance to face your doubt. Feel that doubt, that question mark in your heart, like, oh, I don't know, right? I could feel it right now. But what is larger than that is my ability to say, I know who I am. I know I am a wealthy married woman who does not have to work for money, who does not have to work for anything. I work for community because I love community, because I love what I do, because I have a lot to offer, and because the impact of my light on others is palpable. That is why I work. I know who I am, okay? I know that the Bible is a great resource for me, whether I'm a Christian or not. I know that I am living my dream life right now. I know I have the perfect body, the perfect shape. I always smell amazing. I always go to the spa, X, Y, and Z, whatever it is. Whatever it is, right? That's my self-concept, okay? I'm here to live my most luxurious, carefree, soft life and my most creative, fun, playful, expressive life, right? My most feminine life, my most, almost like just being like a kid, but an adult, right? Not being a kid in the sense of lacking responsibility. I'm responsible for myself. But being a kid in the fact that I'm using every single day to explore who I am, to look at the world with fresh eyes, and to enjoy my existence in so many different creative ways. I'm using my life to connect with others. I'm using my light to question things. I'm using my light to draw more light, right? I'm not here to do anything except for to be my full authentic self. And neither are you. And awareness of knowing that you are God, knowing that you are creator, knowing that you are divine, that is your deepest knowing. That is your highest truth. Okay? And if you don't know that yet, that's okay. That's actually okay. It's all part of the journey. The joy is in the journey. No cliche, no, whatever. But yeah, that's okay. But when you say I am God, remember that I is the dominant thing, that identity. I am God. You are God. You are the operant power of your reality. Once you die, once this body dies, whatever happens in this reality is done. That is how you know that you are this reality. Because as soon as you die, you don't know what the fuck is going on over here. You don't know what's going on Earth. Well, maybe you do know what's going on Earth, but you are not having that physical, tangible experience, right? So just know that you are reality. You are God. Everything is you pushed out in different ways, right? So love it, embrace it, enjoy it. And if you can't at the moment, just be grateful that you know that you're in the process of shifting to that highest self, right? It's like going through like a surgery or something. There's always the healing process to get to that new body, that new thing where you can use that new limb, use that new face, use that new organ, right? There's always the healing process. You go and you undergo surgery, you identify what's wrong, right? Nothing's wrong, right? But you identify what's wrong, right? In this case, you're identifying a desire, something you want to add. And then your reality is configuring this. Take that as the healing. And then when it is healed, you will be able to use it at its fullest capacity. You're going to be feeling so good, so amazing. You're going to be fully recovered. And remember that the most important part of surgery is always having a strong support system and a high boosted morale. So keep your spirits up. If you're having trouble keeping your spirits up, if none of these things seem to work, I recommend multiple things. I recommend working out. Right? Working out will get you out of your head and into your body. 100%. It gets you out of your mind into your body so you can move. You're expending energy that you normally probably wouldn't have, or you're releasing that negative energy. You're getting your endorphins up. You're getting your heart rate up. You're moving. Movement is extremely powerful for manifestation. So move, dance. Dance to songs that you like. Dance to songs that make you happy. Do not dance to anything low vibrational, please. Because low vibrational music leads to low vibrational outcomes. And we are not manifesting anything low vibrational in our reality. And that's on period. Dance. So I said what? Workout, dance, orgasm. Orgasm. I like to do something that I call the orgasm sandwich. And that's, you orgasm before you go to bed, you orgasm when you wake up. Now that, I can make a whole video on that. That is such a powerful technique for increasing your energy. Orgasm is literal creation energy. Like, literal creation energy. That's how babies are made. Babies, and everybody's a unique soul, right? That's how babies are freaking infused. The freaking life energy goes in there, and now it's a freaking human. So, what I suggest is one of those three things. Workout, dance, orgasm. I don't use any kind of vibrational aids. You want to, maybe if you're going to choose that last option, you can listen to like an affirmation rampage during subliminals, tantric music, something that's going to raise your vibration. We don't want our orgasm to be sort of on this low root level, right? We don't want it to just be in the body. We want to make it so that we're harnessing that energy and we're using it and we're projecting it out of our crown, out of our third eye, out of our intention. We don't want to just orgasm and just like, oh, okay, I'm done. It was okay. No, we want to use our intention, our power, our energy. We want to build it. And then when we know, because we know what we want, because we know what we desire, we hold that desire in our mind, right? Project it out. It's yours. It's created. Use your creation magic. That is a very beautiful way to manifest. So those are some ways that I get a little bit higher vibration. I also like to smoke sometimes, but I don't have any weed right now. So we're going to get some. But yeah, those are some ways to raise your vibration if you're having a hard time. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.